Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Monday. Today I'm coming at you with another Q&A video, so let's get started with the very first question. From Celita Guya and Janet Arvello, they had similar questions. I am considering selling my multicolor cosmetic pouch as I have never used it and I wonder if I should sell it or hold on to it. And I don't remember if you said that, or if either one of you said that you had the Noir or the Blanc, and this is the Noir, just to give you guys a little bit of eye candy to start this off. Personally, I used this I think once or twice, and I have now labeled it for myself as a collector's piece, especially because I don't know if you guys if you guys are subscribed to the Purse blog or anything like that, but for those of you that don't know, multicolor is officially being discontinued as of the 31st of July. So it's funny because I was reading a bunch of threads on there, and there's a few people on there that do not like this line. They think it's hideous, or like, ew, it's so loud, it's so this, it's so 2003. And those same people, they've been saying, well, as much as I don't like it, is it crazy that now I want to go and just buy every piece in multicolor because it's being discontinued? So now it's almost created an even more of a frenzy to get pieces that are multicolor. So, I mean, you can either do one or the other. You can either sell it, and especially since the market for these is so great right now, or you can hold on to it because it's such a great piece. I love the colors, and I love Marc Jacobs, and when he got together with Takashi Murakami to do this, it was just, I don't know. I think it's just, maybe it's sweet nostalgia for me. I have no idea. I just love the colors, and I just can't get enough of it. So, like I said, I decided to label it as a collector's piece and do whatever your heart desires, but I don't think I could part with them for for now. And I actually heard a young lady say that, or not here, I read it, that they're obviously, since I said they're being discontinued, every multicolor piece is being discontinued. The Speedy 30 that I have in Blanc, she has it in black, and I believe that she was going to put it up for sale, and there were two ladies that were asking her, you know, I'll give you $5,000 for it, I'll give you $4,500 for it, because it's becoming so scarce. So just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other, am I? But just a little FYI. Okay, Jazz 1974. I love the design of the Neverfull, but I just don't feel comfortable carrying a bag without a zipper. Do you think Louis Vuitton will have a new type of tote anytime soon? If not, should I just get the Neverfull? They have, I was actually talking to my sales associate yesterday or the day before. They have two new bags that are coming out as of, Monday. So this Friday, they have two new totes coming out and two SLGs. And they are all in Damier Ebene. So I don't know if that's what you're looking for. But anyways, the tote that I'm talking about, again, doesn't have a zipper, and it's called the Hobo. And it's going to come in two different colors. It's going to come in the Cerise and the Rose Ballerine. And they have another one that's very similar to the Turine. And it does have a zipper. So that might be something that you might want to look at. The PM size is only going to be available in the Rose Ballerine and the Cerise, and the MM of that particular tote that I'm talking about will be only available in the Cerise color. And I believe the MM tote retail for, oh my goodness, I think it was $2,100 maybe, or $2,200, and the smaller tote that looks more similar to the Turine, that one's $1,960. And it also has a strap, so you can crossbody it, and it's a very versatile piece. If I can, I'll try to put actually I can, because I have an email on it. I will put all the names and the little SKU on it, so that if you're wondering, you can just check it out. So like I said, they release on Friday. But as far as other totes, I'm not too sure. And honestly, as much as I love the Neverfull, I know that is a big con, the fact that it doesn't have a zipper. But I honestly, even though it's a nice bag, and if you really want zipper, I wouldn't go for it. I would get a different bag. And if there's nothing on the market that you like right now, I would just maybe just hold out until you see something that you really, really like, because I don't want you to get something and then, you know, you're just kind of like, why did I listen to anybody? Why did I get this? Why did I get that? Go with your initial ta-da, like that aha moment is what you want. You know what I mean? So I would hold off on, I wouldn't get the Neverfull, even though I love it, but I wouldn't get the Neverfull. Hold off till you find something that just truly calls your name when you see it. Yes, I think that would be, that way you don't have buyer's remorse or anything like that. Okay, BBKK. For my first monogram bag, I want a hobo. So I'm thinking of getting either the Delightful MM or a preloved Galliera PM for $1,500. For that price point, is it worth it to get the Galliera, or should I just go for the new Neverfull? Ooh, okay, so I actually have my Galliera here, and I know you said monogram, mine's in Azure, but just to give you a glimpse, I know there are a lot, because the Galliera is a discontinued piece, and sorry, mine's a little full right now, but that's pretty much what it looks like. It looks almost brand new. The leather has started to patina on its own in the dust bag, but this is what it has to be in really, really good condition for me to pay $1,500 for a pre-loved piece that is discontinued. There's a lot of Gallieras out there that are $1,250, you know, $1,300 that have a lot of wear on the little leather trim here. And another thing that I think that's probably why they don't make this bag anymore is the rings here, the little rivet or the ring that attaches to the shoulder strap. It tends to get really dark over time, and I know that some people ended up putting, even Louis Vuitton was putting little clear tabs on the rings so that it wouldn't rub on the other part of the vachetta. So I didn't know if you were aware of that, but it has to be in pristine condition for me to pay $1,500 for that. So for that entire matter, I would probably end up just going for the Delightful. It's a brand new bag. It's got a great price point, and it is so, so comfortable. I keep thinking about getting the Delightful. I know. I said I wasn't going to, but I don't know. It's just so dang comfortable. So out of the two, I would have to suggest the Delightful, definitely. Unless the Galliera is in never been worn condition. Okay. So next question, Alex Cienfuegos. Have you seen the Nano Louis Vuitton bags? They're cute. Are you going to get one? No. The Nano bags, they're cute. Exactly as you said, they're very cute. But their price point for me is ridiculous. I think they're like $1,200 or $1,300. And for $200-300 more, I'd rather buy a bigger bag that I can use. And then someone said that you're supposed to be able to use those bags somewhat as bag charms on top of the bag that you're representing, and on top of the bag that it's representing. And just some of them, I don't know, I'm not a big fan on them. I don't understand. I don't understand, but I think if you know, someone that wants to buy it for their daughter or something like that, I think it's really cute, but definitely not for me. Okay, Rose Elena. I'm thinking of purchasing the Chanel Classic Flap in the medium size. I want silver hardware, but I can't decide between Caviar and Lambskin, both in black. I already own a bag with Caviar leather. Should I get a bag that's almost the same with the same leather? I'm not worried about scratches, but I don't like how the quilting gets deflated over time. How long before the quilts start to flatten? What should I do? Okay, so that's another debate that people always have. You either like hardcore lambskin leather for Chanel, or you like Caviar leather. Obviously, most people have both, or whatever preference you like. But I don't think there's anything wrong with getting similar leathers in bags. Obviously, most of my Chanels are Caviar, and I have one lambskin, and I just wanted to, you know, get out of the norm. Since I had so many Caviar, I just wanted something different. And if you're not worried about scratches and the quilting does get a little flattened out over time, but like I said before, usually it's because of poor storage. When you have any of these flaps that have the quilts, you want to make sure and You store them upright, because if you lay them down, obviously the quilts, you're laying them down on quilts, so it'll tend to flatten out. And I have noticed that even vintage lambskin quilted bags, they still look pretty flat. So I think it's going to happen. I have yet to see one that's puffy still, and I know they changed the design since then. But what would I do? What should you do? I personally would get Caviar, but, you know, you can always, like I said, you can always go for a little bit of difference, a little variety. Variety is always good. And especially since you already know what kind of color hardware you're going to get, and you know you're going to get black. I think that, as much as I love Caviar, I think that lambskin looks a little bit more luxurious than the Caviar. The Caviar for me is just very carefree. Obviously, you still have to be a little bit careful with it, but not as much so with lambskin. But you said that's not a problem. So, I mean, I would go for it. I would go for it. Just make sure you, when you store it up, and you should be fine. But oh, regardless if it's Caviar or lambskin, that bag is gorgeous. So I say go for it. I would go for the lambskin. Yeah, add a little variety. Okay, Ashley Blank, do the online items come with the same packaging as if you were to buy them at the store, meaning ribbon, card, etc.? Until recently, I was getting the cord and a little card that goes on like, it almost looks like gift packaging. But for the longest time, I'd say probably a year and a half, they didn't come with, half of them didn't come with leather cords, and half of them came with, I never got a card until recently. So it's been a hit or a miss. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if now they're paying more attention to the packaging, because a lot of the unboxings that I've been seeing here on YouTube have the card and the ribbon and all that other good stuff. So they might, I would have to say they might be doing better as far as packaging goes, and you would be able to get everything, but it all depends upon if they have it in stock or whatnot, because the last time that I bought something at my Louis Vuitton, they actually didn't have the leather cord because they ran out of it. So I think it's just a hit or a miss. You can always request it to be extremely gift wrapped so that you can try to get everything, and they'll probably be able to give you more detailed info when you call if you need gift packaging, and make sure that you have everything. I know one time I did request a bag, and I actually, I don't even remember if I got the bag, to be honest, but I did request a bag, and I don't think I got the bag. I think I had to go down to the store and get the bag. But I mean, you can always ask. It never hurts. Okay, the chic choice. I just got the mini Pichette yesterday in Demi Ebene, and I'm definitely getting the Mille in Demi Azur. Which do you prefer or think is more useful? Well, I like them. I like both of them for two different reasons. I like the Mille clutch solely as a clutch, and the mini Pichette for me is a lot more versatile. You can use it as a clutch or like a little wristlet. It's obviously it's a lot smaller than the Mille clutch. But out of the two, if you're going for a clutch, solely a clutch, Mille. But if you're going for more variety, more versatility, you can't go wrong with the mini Pichette. That thing, oh my goodness, you can use it for so many different things, that I can think of right now. I have four different ways that you can carry it, 4 different ways that you can use it. So it's definitely, I mean, it's a great investment, and you get your money's worth with it, definitely. So, mini Pichette. Even though I do like the Mille, but not as much as a mini Pichette. Okay, my love at bags. What are your thoughts on the Saint Germain? I can't stop thinking about it. Whew. Okay, so the Saint Germain comes in the Empreinte leather, and there are 2 different sizes. There's the PM and the MM. The best way that I can describe it, for those of you that don't know, the Saint Germain reminds me of a jumbo, a Chanel classic flap. It has the same kind of chain, not the same chain, but it has the chain detail. It has the 2 openings up top, and it has kind of a similar silhouette to it. The MM has a leather tab on top of the chain. There's no leather intertwined on it, and it has compartments. And the PM doesn't have the leather little tab here for your shoulder, and it's just one open compartment. And I like the MM size better than the PM, but I don't like the chain on the MM, if that makes any sense. I wish it was just one open bag. And as much as I love it, I tried it on. I almost walked out with it. I don't like the fact that if I set it down, it goes off to one side. I want a bag that I could just sit down and it'll stay there. You guys know I'm a big fan of the whole structure thing. I have a few that are unruly bags, but for the most part, I like to be able to sit them down and they stay there. But I still think they are absolutely fantastic bags. I love the chain detail. I love the leather. My goodness, Empreinte leather is just calling my name lately. So for that matter, I'm a fan. I'm a huge, huge fan, and I definitely recommend it. But if you need something that needs to sit down and be a little bit more structured, I don't think it's the ideal bag, but it's still absolutely beautiful. Just thinking about it, I have a picture on my phone of, I have it, you know, like a little mod shot that I took at the store. And I always look at it because I want that bag so badly, but I know I won't. It'll drive me crazy that it ends up going off to one side. Okay, Pally 1240. I'm sorry. Would you ever get the Epi Leather Neverfull from Louis Vuitton? What is your experience with Epi? I think I would get the Epi Leather Neverfull. I absolutely love Neverfulls. I like Epi because it is so carefree. You don't have to worry about that leather at all. You can use it in any type of weather, and it's still somewhat lightweight, so it doesn't really weigh down the bag. At first I thought that the microfiber weighed down the bag for the Epi Neverfull, but a few of you guys told me on a couple previous Minks Mondays that it's actually, you know, pretty lightweight. And I think it's a beautiful bag. I absolutely love the black one with the okay, because actually I think they're all silver hardware if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a nice spin because most of the bags are, you know, gold tone hardware, but this one has silver, and it's a really nice contrast between the two, the hardware and the leather. And my experience with Epi, I had one agenda. I think that's all I have right now. I do. I only have one agenda. And I didn't end up keeping it, but I just love how carefree Epi is. And it just stays, it looks exactly the same for years and years and years, and you don't have to do anything. So I think it has a great price point, and I think it's worth an investment, especially if you just want something that you could just grab and go and you don't have to worry about color transfer, vachetta, patina, this, that, or the other. Epi is just timeless, and it's been around for such a long time, so I like Epi. Okay, Kim Goad, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Wondering if you would share if you still use your Agenda GM, and what are the pros and cons? I have the MM, and I'm considering the GM and Demi Ebene. Well, this is the Agenda GM and Demi Ebene, and I do have the larger one in monogram as well. And right now I'm just using it for my Minks Mondays. I have, not just my Minks Mondays, but any video ideas or any videos that I want to do, I just jot them down here. So every time I'm on here and I'm reading something, it's because I'm using this one or the monogram one. And I just absolutely love these. I love the fact that I don't have to worry about how big I'm writing. I don't have the, just to give you guys an example. There's my writing. It might look like chicken scratch, but I just like that I can just go, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about it. And I don't use any little planner in here. I just have paper, just because that's the type of person that I am. The other one has the calendar, and I love it. The only downside to this is the fact that since it's so big, it doesn't fit in all of my bags. So if you were to use this daily, if this is something that you need for your business and stuff like that, you have to make sure that it fits the bag that you're carrying, or your briefcase, or anything like that, or the satchel. The MM, I think, is the ideal size because it fits in pretty much any bag, and I like both of them, to be honest. As much as I loved the PM, it just was way too small for me, and I love these. I absolutely love these. So anytime you guys see me doing a Minks Monday, I either have the Demi Ebene or my monogram one. Oh man, I love these. All right, Jenna P. Have you ever bought pre-loved Louis Vuitton from Tradesy? I'd like to purchase my first Louis Vuitton item, but I'm not sure if it's a good site for it. Okay, so have I bought from Tradesy? Yes, I had a horrible experience. Even though I've heard more people than not saying that it's a great site. They've got some really phenomenal pieces there. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that it's other people describing their own items. And what I mean by that is sometimes I feel that people will sell things and tell you what you want to hear. Like if they say, oh, has a slight smell, you know, in their head, they're like, oh, it's not that bad. But if you're selling something, you don't know if that person has a very sensitive sense of smell. You know what I mean? So like, just to give you an example, what I bought was a Speedy 30. And the girl said, or she said it was in very good condition. And that's another thing. I don't like the rating system. It was in very good condition. And when I got it, it was not in very good condition. It was in poor condition, and it smelled so bad, like oil or something funky. So when I called Tradesy, I said, you know, it wasn't what it was described as, blah 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 blah. They didn't. It was a disaster, to say the least. I had to go up the ranks till I finally got someone to say, okay, you can return it, you can get your money back, because they wanted me to keep the bag. And that's, like I said, so it's pretty much people with their own items describing the item to make the sale. I would prefer buying from a reputable online consignment dealer because that's what they do for a living. They deal with high-end luxury goods, and some places are better than others as far as describing. But, you know, just another example that I can give you guys. You guys know that I sell high-end luxury goods. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. And when I am describing a piece to someone, I am so overcritical, that's what my husband says, of describing it, because I want to disclose absolutely everything. If there's a scratch on here, if there's this, I describe it as if I'm purchasing the item all over again. You know what I mean? Because these pieces are investment pieces for people, or, you know, it takes a lot of time to save up for some of these items. So why would I want to ever lead someone astray? And sometimes with these other consignment shops that don't have the actual store or the actual people doing the grading system on the bags, I don't know. I don't trust it. I feel sometimes that they're just saying things to make a sale. You know, and I don't think that's all right at all. I think you should just, I rather say that the bag is in used condition, poor condition, or something like that, and let it sit there for months and months instead of saying it's in excellent condition to try to sell it within a day or two, you know? So, whew, I just had to go on that tangent because I don't know. I feel like they're taking advantage of people. But like I said, a lot of people have had the best experiences on Tradesy, and more power to them. That just means that they find the great, you know, or the right seller and stuff like that. And you can always request more pictures. I just don't like how some people are shady. So maybe it's because I had a bad experience in the beginning. I don't know. Maybe if I had a better experience, I'd be saying something different right now. But I'm just being honest. So good luck. And there's always Fashion File, Yogi's Closet, the Real, Portero. There's a few other online consignment shops that strictly just do selling high-end luxury goods. So for me, that's a little bit better. I have a little bit more peace of mind, and I don't have to worry as much, you know, with replicas or whatnot. So a little FYI for that. Okay, SRMLLR. Have you been searching for a new job, or are you a stay-at-home mom for Edward? No, I have not been searching for a new job. As I said earlier, you guys know that I have been buying and selling high-end luxury goods for the last 3 years. I have probably about, maybe now I have 10 to 12 clients that I've been working with for a very long time. And sometimes I go down to their house and, you know, I check out their closets, and they tell me, you know, I want to sell this. What do you think? And I end up selling it on like I said, I just have a whole other business. There's a few times that I will post some of those items on Instagram. There's a few times that I bought things just to resell, but I absolutely love it because it's what I like to do. I mean, I get to talk about bags, I get to handle bags, I get to do all that other good stuff for a job, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I am a little bit more at home with Edward now versus, you know, I used to work crazy hours where I used to work before, and I know he loves it because I swear we're like attached to the hip. We're attached to the hip right now. So right now he's just laying down and he's being a good boy because he had some problems with his stinkiness last week, to say the least. Okay, 2 more questions. Roman's Mama 1. Could you please give me your thoughts on the Montaigne MM in Empreinte? But will it fade over time? Is it overpriced? Okay, so the Montaigne MM in Empreinte retails for $32.50 here in the States. Will it fade over time? I know some people, were having problems with their Empreinte, but again, it's as far as storage. You don't want direct sunlight, and if anything, I would say that most Empreinte bags will end up, the leather might stretch a little bit, so the embossing won't be as deep. However, because the Montaigne is such a structured bag and it's not one continuous piece of leather, I think it'll keep its shape. I absolutely love the bag. I think out of all the Empreinte bags, even with the Saint Germain that I just talked about, the Empreinte bag, the Montaigne, is my all-time favorite. I love the structure. It has a crossbody strap, if I'm not mistaken. That's the only thing that I would take out of it, just because that's not something that I like, but it has a ton of versatility, and most of all, it's an all leather bag. So you're paying $3,200. It does have a little bit of a higher price tag, but it is all leather, and it just has the textile lining on the inside, if I'm not mistaken. Does it have textile or does it have microfiber? I think it has textile, but it has versatility, all leather, and it has feet on the bottom. It is just a beautiful, beautiful bag, and I love the structure of it. So I do think it's worth it. Now, if it was canvas and it was $2,800, no. No, because it's canvas. You want the price to reflect the quality, or not the quality, what it's made out of. And so, like I said, so since it's all leather, I think it's a beautiful bag. My gosh, I love the MM. The Noir is all-time favorite. Okay, last question. Rosie Nunez. Since you're an LV fan and Empreinte leather fan, you can guess the question. Have you ever thought about adding a Speedy Empreinte to your collection? No, I have not. Actually, I have. For a brief minute or two, I thought about it. I actually even posted a picture of it on Instagram last year, I think. But I would buy the Speedy Empreinte in a heartbeat if it didn't have a crossbody strap. I don't like crossbody straps. I have two bags that have crossbody straps, and that's enough for me. I just like full-on bags, whether it's a shoulder bag, a hand carry bag, but I absolutely love Empreinte. So yes, I think the theme of this Minks Monday is Empreinte. And have I thought about it? I did in the past, but as of right now, no. And you know what's funny? I was on Instagram the other day, and a few of the people that I follow are actually selling their Empreinte Speedies, and I've been seeing that a lot more lately. So I don't know why. I have yet to ask either of those ladies, but I wonder. I don't know if it's because maybe it gets really, because it doesn't have a lot of structure to the Speedy, so it might sag a little bit because it's all leather. I don't know, but I'm very intrigued as to why a lot of people are getting rid of it. So I don't know, but as of right now, no Speedy Empreinte for me. I'll hold off till I see something else in Empreinte that I absolutely cannot live without. Okay, so anyways, that's it, you guys. Those are all the questions. I did answer a few online, so if you not hear them, as you know, please check online. And I might have to do 2 to 3 videos, maybe in the same outfit. I don't know. I might just switch it up because I have a conference that I'm going to tomorrow, and up in Los Angeles, and it's pretty much, it's a way to I don't know. I think you can say it's more like a positivity kind of conference. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I might vlog from there. I don't know. But seeing as how my last vlog was so random, I don't know. Someone asked me, they're like, why didn't you say goodbye? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It's because it's a vlog. I mean, I feel like all my videos are for the most part pretty structured, you know. You know what you're going to get, you know what you're going to hear and stuff like that. But when it comes to vlogging, it's kind of a little insight as to how I am. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't, even though I have the camera up here, I'm not really paying attention to it. So I'm just being myself. And you guys really get to see how crazy I am. So I don't know. I might vlog from there, but I have to be a little bit more, you know, professional, especially since I'm going with one of my very good friends, Denny. So we'll see. But anyways, that's enough rambling. So tomorrow I will see you guys with Tuesday favorites. I might end up doing it today. So yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day.